Good morning. In the previous class, we are discussing about the methodology of econometrics. It contains 8 steps already dictated. So let us take up one more example in the place on up to fourth. The fourth point is obtaining the data. Fourth point is obtaining the data. Data is like this. For the different years, say from 1980 to 1991, say around 11-12 years, the x variable and y variable, where x variable is the independent variable, y is the dependent variable. The data is like this. So we have to after collection of data, the next step is we have to estimate by using the help of the regression equation. After solving the regression equations, that will be discussed in the next class, estimating the econometric model. Once the values of A and B are obtained, or beta 0, beta 1 is obtained, those values will be replaced by in the regression equation. That would be like this. So it would be y cap equal to minus 231.8 plus 0.7194x. So MPC is marginal propensity to consume. It is defined as the rate of change of consumption for a unit change in income is greater than 0 but less than 1. So this is the MPC, and it was about 0.72. It should be greater than 0 and less than 1. So it means that for the sample period, when the real income is, say here x, and y is the MPC, so income increases by $1, means 1 rupee. It leads to the real consumption expenditure. Expenditure is about 0.72 rupees. Next is, once the data is fitted or data is obtained and it is introduced or replaced by the results, then you have to test the results by putting the statement of hypothesis testing. Unless it is tested, we can't use to predict for the future. So any statement for the population regression function is the hypothesis testing. Are the estimates, this hypothesis, are the estimates according with the expectations of the theory that is being tested. So that is MPC. MPC means marginal propensity to consume is less than 1, is statistically significant, in the sense is less than 1. So what is Keynes theory states that? What it says that? It states that rate of change of consumption, that is y value, that is a dependent variable, for a unit change in income. Income is dependent variable, x is greater than 0 but less than 1. The life should be 0 and 1. Is it less than 1? If it is less than 1, we accept the hypothesis, otherwise we reject the hypothesis. The statement is like this: if the chosen model does not refute means, or it is not refused means it is accepted, in the sense it is the values lies between 0 and 1, then the hypothesis or the theory under consideration, we accept this and we can use it to predict this. So to predict the future value of the dependent is y variable, in this case consumption MPC, or the forecast variable on the basis of the known or expected future value of the explanatory or predictor, the variable x. The next is use of models for control the policy purpose. It is used for by the government to predict the future values. So you can see in the mathematical statement is like this. So forecasting or prediction So with the given future value or values of x is the known value. What is the future value of y is dependent value. So with the help of here in this case for 19 we are given the values from 1980 to 1990 to 91. So 12 years are there. So to predict for the 2000 for the year 2000 to 2000 or 2020 or 2030, to predict this you can use this value with the help of the regression equation. So example here, so GDP, suppose GDP is say 6000 in 1994. What is the forecast consumption expenditure? So in 94, so 90 up to 91 we have. So what is the 90 values? What is the prediction of value in the 94? Here we are given up to 1980 to 1991. So for the prediction in the 1984, the GDP, for the GDP 6000 rupees, what is the forecast consumption expenditure, means what is the y value. So that is y cap. If you replace x by rupees 6000, you get 4084.6. This is the value, the predicted value. Now that is predicted value is y of 4000 equal to minus 231.8 plus 0.774 implies x equal to nearly equal to 5882. MPC is 0.72. That means an income of rupees 5882 will produce an expenditure of 4000 will. So thus the government can manipulate the policy or make a control variable to get the desired level. Next is we can statement. The statement is here one statement. So the estimated regression equation or model is like this. That is y cap equal to b0 plus p1x. So y cap equal to the estimated or predicted value of y on an average. So change in the value of x. So for the unit change in x value, or that is the independent value, on an average the value of y changes on an average. So b0 is the estimate of regression, or that is y intercept, in the sense where it cuts the y-axis. That is the meaning. The b1 is the estimate of regression slope. It is the slope, inclination, and x is the independent variable. Next is problem with this. I don't know, always like this. I don't know why. So with the help of this, I can go this actually. One more point I will like to discuss. This is the types of data. So data are different types. Not all the data are the same type. So we have discussed here two types of data here. Major two types of, so cross sectional data and time series data. So cross sectional data is like this. Cross sectional data is the data collected over the sample units in the particular time period. Next is it consists of a sample of individuals, households. So suppose you go to any village in the Shishri Salukte, say Hunsekappa in village. You select about say 60 households. That is the sample units. That is a cross section data, and you will collect the data on maybe on their income or number of employees in each household. That is the cross sectional data. It may be households, it may be firms, it may be cities, it may be states or countries, etc. So next is time series data. Time series data are the data which will be, the data is collected for the same unit different times for each household, income for different years. So household 1, household 5, household number 5, if you collect the data for every 5 years, that data is a time series data. Time series data is collected in a unit of time, in a time. So time series data is collected over the discrete intervals of time over a time period. So this series data has a separate observation for each time period. As I said, like so, suppose you are estimating the income of a village of a household in a village every year, say about 10 years, that income, that becomes the time series data. The observation for each time. Example, it may be also gross annual gross domestic product, or it may be annual rainfall, etc. Since it is not a random sample, different samples to be considered. Trends and season will be important. Trends in the sense upward trend or downward trend, etc. So this is the end of the first chapter. It completes or this concludes the first chapter. So you can see in the next period for the next period. Thank you.